after the exams, don't evaluate. That's not your job. That job you have to leave it to somebody else. It can demoralize you. You should never discuss with any of your friends. You should not be available for discussion at all. Even if you think you committed some mistakes, the moment you step out of the examination hall, you should forget the whole thing. You should think of only the next paper. In my experience, I have come across two types of students, or I can put it as three students. One student who has prepared and written brilliantly, but some silly mistakes have been committed. He or she keeps crying about it. I should have not done that mistake. End result, when the marks come, it is 76. Maybe that silly mistakes would have cost her 4 to 6 marks. So otherwise it would have been 80 or 82, but the end result is 76. But the amount of precious time wasted in thinking and worrying about those silly mistakes is having an impact on next exam preparation and performance. Another category of students who are robust and they perform, they know that these mistakes have been committed, they feel how to make it up in the next one. With a vengeance they prepare. I must escalate at least 10 marks in the next paper. So that kind of an attitude, further determination. You have one more reason to score better in the future examination. So that kind of a category. Third category I have seen. Third category, they don't even know what mistakes they have committed. They are jubilant because their performance is much better than what they thought they will be able to do. They may be getting only 48 marks or 52 marks, but they are blessed. In fact, I asked one such student, everybody says this paper was tough. How did you write? Sir, I don't know what I wrote. Whatever came to my mind, I wrote, sir. Now I am focusing on my next paper. I said, all the best. This is the attitude required. And he passed. Ultimately, both the groups he passed. Why I am telling is, there is no point in your belonging to the first category at all. That is the point. Either you belong to the second category or third category. Of course, none of you will belong to the third category, but the second category, but because you will know that what mistakes you have committed, but that should only make you stronger to bounce back. I mean, you cannot undo what you have done in the examination hall, but think of the next paper and try to give your best. Like this, if you take one at a time, you will be able to give your best. Each exam is an independent qualification. One should not affect the performance of the other. It can strengthen the performance in the other exam. That should be your attitude and approach. I'll give you two techniques of presentation. One technique of presentation in the examination hall is, suppose there is a voluminous problem, lengthy problem. Sometimes you feel depressed. I mean, that size itself frightens you. Don't be afraid of the size. Think of that old story which we all read in the schools. Father and his 3 sons who always quarrel. So the father gets worried about the 3 sons always fighting with each other, calls them and gives them a bundle of sticks and asks them to break it. They are not able to break it. Then he tells them, open the bundle and stick by stick can you break? They are able to break. What is the moral of the story? United you stand, divided you fall. Now in the CA examination, what the examiner has done is, he has put a lot of sticks and bundled it and given it as a problem. If you try to break the bundle, you cannot break the bundle. You have to open the bundle, take stick by stick and do a working note and break one stick and arrive at the figure. Take another set of information, break it, solve it. Then put all this in a solution, bundle the solution and give it to the examiner and you will get the marks. Open the bundle approach is what you will have to follow in a lengthy problem. Break it stick by stick. In final exam, you will be asked your opinion on case studies. How do you present the answer? For case studies, analytical answers, present your answer in 3 parts. First part will be facts as per the question. Question has given you certain facts, certain information, isn't it? First paragraph, you analyze those facts in your own way. In the given case study, this is what is informed. Like that, you break it into simple sentences and write. Actually, when you read a case study, you will know what provisions apply, what standard applies. So you will know the source based on which you can answer it, isn't it? That will be para 2. Second part will be the law or the principle or the standard, relevant principle in the standard or the law, whatever you have to write, the basis on which you can reach an answer. That you simply, this is your knowledge. From the knowledge database, you pick it up and write. Second paragraph. What are the 2 things you have done? You have taken the facts and put it, which is there in the question. You need not break your head for that. You have to simply modify it and put it here in the form of narration of facts of the case. You already know what are the principles that are applicable to that, so you write it as second paragraph. Now comes the third paragraph, which is the decision, conclusion or finding or view or opinion. That you write it. How will you come to that conclusion? See, as you write the part 1, part 2 itself, your mind will lead to the conclusion. Then you can write. Even assuming it is not immediately, it is little bit controversial, you read para 1, para 2, your subconscious mind will feed you with the answer. What is the probable conclusion you will have to write? You write that. This is the correct way of presentation, because as you write, you will have time to think and arrive at the final answer. Some students commit the mistake of starting with third paragraph as the first paragraph. In the given case, it is to be done like this, like that. The moment in the first line itself you express your decision, logical application of the principle, all that you are ruling out, your brain will stuck up. It will not think further at all. Subconscious mind will shut itself. These 2 approaches, problems, open the bundle approach, analytical case studies, 3 parts presentation of answer approach will stand you in good state in the presentation skills. This is what the toppers have said. A survey was done. Out of 1,000, about 700 have responded. Compilation of what they had done to be in the rank holders list. The techniques we just now discussed, and preparation also, methodology, 3 P's, all that we have seen. Specific orientation is nothing but bringing all the subjects to equilibrium. You should not be strong in one, weak in another. Wherever you are weak, you have to address it and make it strong. Then making notes, because that will help you to improve your memory power and also revise it. Comprehension, that we have discussed enough. Familiarization, mastering, revision, all that will help you to comprehend. And constant study. That is, it should not be study for some time, then leave a long break and all that. So that also we discussed. First 2 things are inevitable, planning and execution. Execution involves hard work.